それってどういう。
Top 10 anime movies you must watch. What kind of sane person would want to miss out on a couple of hours worth of beautiful, memorable, and tender entertainment? Indeed! That's why today we'll be talking about the top 10 movies you must watch. Feel free to add onto this list by sharing other anime movies in the comments section. Well then, shall we begin?
本ばっかり読んでないで、君はもうちょっと人と接しなさい。
At number 10, we have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas sounds like the title of a horror anime and not some beautiful romance drama. However, that's exactly what it is. It's a heartwarming, dramatic, yet also romantic story of two high school students. There is a popular and beautiful girl named Sakura, and on the other hand, there is an uninteresting, boring guy named Haruki. One day, Sakura shares a secret with Haruki and their story begins. It's a sweet, it's wholesome, and yet it's also kind of a movie that may very well sprinkle some onion extract into your eyes. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
私が本当は死ぬのがめちゃくちゃ怖いって言ったらどうする？
自分のために願って。ひな。
Number 9. Weathering with You. Weathering with You is the latest visual roller coaster by Makoto Shinkai. Though his film is also only a month away from premiering at the time of writing the script, so yes, we're all definitely looking forward to that as well. Anyways, Weathering with You is a story about a young man who runs away from his home and ends up all the way in Tokyo. One thing leads to another and he comes across a girl who has the ability to cause sunshine. Quite a useful ability considering how rain has been really pouring down throughout Tokyo. It's a really beautiful film full of aesthetics, music, songs, and of course, then there is the narrative.
ねえ、それってどういう。
先生と戦いたくはありません。母を連れて行きます。
逃がしませんよ。
Number 8. Howl's Moving Castle. Studio Ghibli has made a name for itself by producing a great number of anime films. I recommend all of their big titles, but here we talk about Howl's Moving Castle. It is a tale of a young girl named Sophie. She doesn't really have any major hopes for the future. She works at her father's hat making shop and things are okay. Although, they are not very exciting. Until one day when she is turned into an old woman who now has to accompany a wizard in his moving castle. For Sophie, this will be an unforgettable journey. She'll have to grow, be courageous, and face her fears. This will be the ride of a lifetime.
私はソフィー、待ってて。私きっと行くから。未来で待ってて。
誰もいらん。うちにおって兄ちゃん。行かんといて。行かんといて。行かんといて。
Number 7. Grave of the Fireflies. Grave of the Fireflies is an anime movie that feels like a documentary. It follows the story of two siblings who have to survive in the war-trodden lands of Japan after the tragic events of World War II. The realism and hopelessness will make you gasp for breath, which is why I definitely do not recommend watching this film on one of your bad days. The tragic ending will only leave you empty.
It was him.
Number 6. Wolf Children. Wolf Children is a tale that encompasses the beauty of maternal love. There is a college student named Hana. She ends up falling in love with somewhat an enigmatic person, but as it turns out, that person isn't even a human. He's a werewolf. Hana didn't really care, and so the two of them started a family and had 2 children. Of course, they can turn into werewolves as well, but then unfortunately, as fate would have it, she is left to take care of them all alone. Now then, how will she take care of her lovely children in the prejudice of modern day society?
What are you?
Alright guys, a quick question for you. I know that there are a lot of underrated gems even when it comes to anime movies. So what about you? What is the most underrated anime film you have ever watched? Share them in the comment sections down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's always appreciated. Well then, let's get back to the list. Number 5. Redline. Imagine a pure, orgasmic racing spectacle. One that'll instantly get your blood pumping as you gaze at the beauty and speed of all these stellar anime cars. What we are talking about is a magnificently produced racing car anime film done by the studio Madhouse. It tells us the story of the most anticipated racing competition in this fictional world. One that involves no rules whatsoever. You can just show up and go all out. I'm telling you all, if you haven't watched Redline, you are gravely missing out. Number 4. Perfect Blue. Simply put, Perfect Blue is a psychological avant-garde masterpiece. It is the kind of movie that'll leave you completely and utterly speechless. You'll have to watch it twice in order to completely soak it in on what just happened. That is the level we're talking about. And yet, surprisingly, the plot seems fairly simple at first glance. It's about an idol group member who leaves the group to pursue an acting career. However, the future for her is going to be far more mentally taxing than she could have ever imagined. I'd say if you're looking for something truly unusual, this should be it. Number 3. Your Name. Your Name, Makoto Shinkai's best work yet. It's not just the most popular anime film, it's also amongst the most popular anime ever made. The story follows Mitsuha and Taki. Mitsuha is a country girl who goes to a local high school and dreams of someday living in Tokyo, while Taki is a high school student in Tokyo who studies hard, works hard, and is aiming to become an architect. Ordinarily, these paths would never have collided. However, one day when Taki wakes up, he's in the body of a girl. Similarly, Mitsuha has woken up as a student living in Tokyo. Even so, this was still going to be the beginning of this supernatural phenomenon that'll completely change the trajectory of their lives.
間違いない。
一晩経って赤ん坊の親も後悔してるさ。だからよ、警察に連れて行こうぜ。赤ん坊も本当の親んとこが一番いいに決まってんだ。
Number 2. Tokyo Godfathers. What do you know? This movie is created by the same person who came up with Perfect Blue, and the brilliance of his craft is obvious through and through. The story basically follows the journey of 3 homeless folks who come across an abandoned baby in the middle of a cold winter night. They decide to find the baby's mother and ask her why she abandoned her child. Now, which direction will this comical drama take? honestly, not much can be said about Tokyo Godfather. It's a different kind of experience, but definitely one that you'll never forget.
あんた西澤幸子
Alright, so at the number 1 spot, we have A Silent Voice. It is the highest rated standalone film on sites like MyAnimeList and AniList, and for good reason. Both the story and aesthetics are about as good as they can be. It all starts with the unnecessary bullying of a deaf girl named Shoko Nishimiya, until she has no choice but to change schools. However, the boy who was primarily responsible for the bullying ends up completely ostracized after she leaves. Not only the teachers, but the fellow students who were also involved with the bullying decide to completely cut him off. He's isolated, but as fate would have it, this helps him learn what he did was wrong, and so after a few years, when he comes across her once again, he resolves to redeem himself. That's right, it's a redemption arc. So there you have it folks, the top 10 anime movies you must watch. Definitely share your thoughts on what you think of this list, and don't forget to share your own personal favorites as well. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.